This is our SaaS ROI Calculator, where we're going to enter some base numbers based on your business. We'll show you an example, and then what happens when we work our magic and increase conversion rates through your funnel, and as well as increase retention rate and reduce churn. So we'll show you how this works. We're going to enter numbers that are in gray, so we'll do the base first, as you can see here. So we'll go through it. Monthly website visitors, let's say there's 5,000. How many of those visitors become trials? In this example, we're using 15%. Now we have a place for buyers as well if your model is purchase versus trial to start, or a combination. But we'll focus on the trials right now. So your total monthly trials in a given month or period is 750. So what's your trial to buyer conversion rate? Let's say it's 10% on a typical month that you convert trials into buyers, 10% of them. Hopefully it'll be more. So your total net new monthly buyers is 75. Now we have here a cost per acquisition number. That's because for now I have an advertising number here of $20,000. Again, that can be custom. This is an example, remember. So your total current customers right now, not counting new, is 600. So total net new and existing is 675. But now we got to factor in churn. So how many customers do you lose every month? So for this example, based on your numbers, we'll say 10%. So now that means you've lost 60 customers per month on average. So your net average monthly customers is 615, which is a growth rate of 3%. We'll see how we can improve that. Let's go to MRR now, monthly recurring revenue. In this exercise, let's say it's $129 per customer. So your total MRR per current customers based on these numbers is $79,000. But you lost $7,700 due to churn, so your total gross is near $72,000. If we want to put in a margin for cost of goods or other services, 25%, again, or you can put 0, depending on how comfortable you are. So your total net MRR is $54,000, and that means it's $87 per customer. Or for all customers in a typical month now, $6,500. But I always like to count lifetime value, so we're bringing that in. It's $87 per customer. Let's say an average customer spends 6 months with you. So that means your total MRR, including lifetime value, is $522 per customer, or total for all customers is $40,000. And see, here's your advertising spend, and your ROI is 96%. Now let's go through the scenarios and see what happens. So we're way up here, and there's different scenarios here, zooming in. Let's say we increase your conversion rate of trials 25%. Just like that, your ROI, nothing else changes, is now, if you can see, 145%. Now let's just say we also increase your trial to buyer conversion rate through the important messaging and follow-up, another 25%. So now what happens? Nothing else has changed. Advertising spends the same. It's 206. That's huge. That's our goal. Let's say due to better marketing, we get you 25% more traffic. And at the same time, we'll increase that trial to buyer conversion rate 10%. So going back to the ROI, at the bottom of the calculator, it's 169%. Even if we spent $5,000 more dollars, now it's 115. Now let's see what happens when we look at retention rate and reduce churn rate. Let's say we reduce churn rate 25%. And at the same time we increase your retention rate, how many periods your clients are with you, on average, another 25%. See that? Reduce churn and increase retention rate. Here's what happens. So as you can see, the total all-in current customers, because of that, we went from 10 to 7.5%. So monthly customers lost went from 60 to 45. And your growth rate has increased from 3 to 5% in this scenario with nothing else changed except retention and churn. So as we go down here, as you can see, the periods, because it's 25%, we went from 6 periods per customer to 8 periods. So look what happens. Your total revenue per month went from $39,000 to $50,000 because of that. And with nothing else changed, your ROI is now 153%. So you can imagine if we did everything for you, and let's just say we increased your traffic 25%, increased your trial conversion rate 25%, increase your trial to buyer conversion rate, let's keep that at 10%, and everything else is the same. So you can see what happens here. Increased traffic, increased conversion rate, increased trials, increased buyers. Your growth rate went from 3% to 14%. Instead of $6,500, we made $11,000 per, which is average per month. So your ROI here is huge. It's 335% because we optimized your whole process of marketing and sales. Even if we decide to spend more money, make it $30,000, your ROI is still a strong 190 versus what this was in this example. So you can see, this is just an exercise, but you can see what happens when you look at some of the base numbers, no matter what it looks like, and then we estimate some scenarios that we can do based on improving your messaging, your offers, your channels, your conversion optimization, among many other factors, including improving your customer success program in order to optimize your growth rate. And that's how this works.